A black cat. You're still a kitten. Where is your mother? Or your owner? Were you abandoned? Traveling alone can be quite boring. How about it? Want to come with me? Is that so? Well, then I'll have to give you a name. All right. Sulfur. Your name is now Sulfur.
Well, now we're into chapter 2. Of course, we're going to be doing a lot more crafting, and we're going to have a lot more options open up for us to do things too, as well as gather new materials. I'll have a link in the thread. I will have everything I need to put out. I'll have all the new recipes and new items that I made in the thread because there's going to be a lot of them. Of course, like from last time, as you see, we got the flame item, and we're going to be making that. We're also going to be, after this section comes up, well, it's done, we're going to, of course, buy new recipes from the stores. I suggest you do that right after the event of any beginning chapter. And, of course, you always want to also check back on some of your older recipes that you made and see if you can improve upon them, because you always want to try to get 100%, 100 ether level, because with better materials, you may be able to make better versions of, and you may want to, it's definitely going to help you in the long run, let's just say that. And of course now we're learning about the new kid in town, Roxas. Sure, why not have more friends? I don't know why Vane has to come along, but apparently since he's the main character, he has to go along everywhere. And of course I finished doing all the stuff, and we have to go to the classroom. This isn't indicated, but you just kind of have to know to go to the classroom. Well, he is the new kid around here, Vane. Always the optimist, aren't you, Flay? Thanks, Flay. Great, Tony shows up. That's nice. So he was just waiting for you guys to show up, or what? Don't be too mad, Flay. So the reason why Vane needs to be here is because... no reason? Okay. What is it, Roxas? Okay, Vayne's like all important to everybody apparently. Well, let's get our assignments done. Of course, we're going to do a lot more alchemy before we do that. Yep, yay, final exams. There's no real timeline. Well, there's a timeline, but it kind of wavers throughout the chapters.
Did you hear? There's gonna be a final exam.
Yeah, but we weren't told what was gonna be on it.
Me either. Ugh, I'm so worried right now.
I don't think worrying about it right now will do us any good.
How can you be so calm?
It's not that I'm calm.
You guys are making too big a deal about this. It's an exam, not a sacrifice.
Ah! Please don't appear behind me like that.
Oh yeah, you know about the exams, right, Flay?
Yeah, Flea. What was your freshman exam like?
I have no idea. I've never even taken an exam.
Huh? You mean we don't have to take them?
It's not that big a deal, really. You'll just get called out by the teacher.
Isn't that a pretty big deal?
Man, Flea, you're never any help.
I guess we'll just have to wait until they tell us.
Aw, Jess, don't be so down. We've got things to do anyway. Like, well, as I said, I already finished my work in making items. I improved.
Hello. What can I help you with?
I improved Nikki's crag
These are
hammer.
the courses you can
that.
currently accept. Would you like to
And
take
here?
this course?
Of course, as you can see, we're going to be getting a new tool and
Please, head to
we're
your
going to get a new
classroom on
method
time.
of gathering materials. Prediction, guesstimation, everything's in there. Pretty much she's explaining, don't take unnecessary risk. No, that's what we call thinking. Now you may be thinking, why a fishing pole? We'll get to that, and it will make sense when we get there. Pretty much, this one's a pretty easy one. The hardest part about this one is actually getting to the place on time, which is not hard at all. Oh yes, and another mistake I made, I said that nectars restore SP. No, they revive characters. That's a completely different item that restores SP, and we won't be getting that for quite some time. So, pretty much Vayne's gonna be doing the work. Get used to this, people. Vayne will pretty much always be doing the work. Sorry, that's how the chips fall, apparently. But, we do have a new area we can go to. The Heights. slightly stronger enemies. But hey. The good thing about this game is that we really don't have to fight them. So, off to the heights we go. And now we can easily get to here. Great. Killing a lore beast, or we could have came here. Yeah, that was a detour. That's nothing. Let's jump up here, grab this. Now we can make the straw dog sit. Oh, that bastard. I'll show off what that battle was. That one was quite annoying. And now we get to this easily. So instead of going to the old schoolhouse, we could just went 5 feet into here. Thanks, game. We'll go around this way. Doesn't matter which way you go because it's going to lead to the same place. But it's easier to get the Eternal Turkey. Okay, not every item that you can make makes sense, but don't worry about it. There's not too many strange items in this game. And now we're pretty much to where we need to start fishing. As you can see, it doesn't take long to get here. As long as you keep on paying attention to your map, it'll tell you exactly where to go. And now we have a fishing spot. You're not only just going to catch fish here, as I said, don't catch any monsters. And also you can get other items such as, right here, we're going to be getting some seaweed, some shells. Of course, we just go over to here. I'll tell you how to fish. Pretty much is, when you see the bar show up, hit into the orange to succeed. There's a way to tell, and you can also rotate the left analog stick really fast to slow down the timer if you really need that much help. You have a limited amount of time that you can do that, so you can't just sit there all day and just try to do it. And if you get a really long one right here, in this particular place, that's a monster. And right now I'm showing off slowing it down. If you see that long one, don't try to catch them. Each place has a little different thing that shows that it's a monster there, but it's pretty obvious because it looks different than everything else. Now around here we get endless seaweeds, we get storm shells, we also get tiger blowfish, and I suggest getting at least 4 of those before you leave. There's also, and as you can see I've been getting a lot of the same things, so just go over to the other one and see it's a little different. Also, jokerfish. I suggest getting at least, just get those as they come along. But you also want to get a maso. You want to get at least one of those because you need that to make salt. And I suggest getting probably 5 of those. Pretty much right after this, if you haven't caught any monsters yet, you're going to get a. You can still hang around here until, you know, nighttime, or you just hang around here as long as you want to. It doesn't affect your grade anymore. So, might as well. I finished collecting the stuff I did, and as you can see, I got a lot of jokerfish, and I'm also, and so we're gonna leave. We're gonna turn in our assignment, and of course continue on with this story, and get some new gameplay mechanics going on. Let's turn this assignment in. Of course, nay. I think the more monsters you catch, the lower. The more monsters you catch, the lower your grade. On to the next weekend.